Whoa. So the first card out we have is Judgment. That talks about some sort of like karmic justice that is coming in. Someone is calling judgment on something. This could be universal judgment. This is a major arcana, so this is very strong energy here. Following the Judgment card, we have the Fool. So 2 major arcanas came out first. The Fool can talk about taking a leap of faith, but it can also talk about the divine bringing in a brand new beginning for someone as well. This is like a fresh start or someone taking a chance. It could also be someone going on some sort of adventure as well as freedom. Someone can be receiving some sort of freedom from something because of Judgment here. That is the Truth. We have some sort of breakthrough here with the Ace of Swords energy. This could be some sort of sudden insight, some sort of mental clarity, some sort of victory through communication here is what I'm getting. Very positive energy. It does seem very strong to me with 2 major arcana starting out first and then following with an ace. This is a huge deal. This could even be like somebody finding like a breakthrough in like a very serious investigation or something like that. Very serious court case, like the missing piece to something. But somehow this creates a brand new beginning for somebody, which is very positive. Tower. Goodness gracious. This is definitely a shock. This may be something that reaches the news coming out with the Tower. We have 3 or 4 major arcana, but the Tower coming out with the Judgment, Fool, and Ace of Swords, and coming after the Ace of Swords that talks about the truth. This is shaking up an entire region is what it feels like. This is some sort of drastic change. We know that this talks about destruction. So while something is falling, it's falling because Judgment is here and the truth is now out. So there may be, of course, if someone is in karmic energy, they would be going through some sort of misfortune or loss here. But for you, this is positivity, right? This drastic change is bringing in a brand new beginning for you because the truth has came out. And whatever this truth is, it's like it's ground shaking. This is a huge, huge, huge breakthrough in whatever this is. But we're going to look and get some more energy to see what may be going on here. What is happening behind this? The Hierophant, another major arcana here. So with this Hierophant energy coming underneath this Judgment, I do feel like this may be connected to some sort of very large organization here. I'm strongly getting like a bank, right? Something where it's like maybe like a huge amount of money. With this Fool card here and the water in the background, I'm almost getting like offshore accounts. I have to be honest with you, but I feel like something has been discovered, if that makes sense, with this Judgment here. And then going over into this Tower, it's almost like if something may have got raided. Somebody or a group of people may have got caught doing something. There may have been a raid at a bank. But this is very, very, very strong energy here. We now have 4 out of 5 major arcana here. And if this is something that has not occurred, it may be manifesting in lifetime, which is the reason why it's coming out in this energy here. Somehow this is positive, good news for you. That would mean, I don't know if maybe people have some sort of items, gems, money, land, something that belongs to you. And it doesn't have to be one thing. It can be many things that belong to you. Queen of Wands energy here. So the Queen of Wands, she's falling underneath this Fool card. It does look like judgment may have been called on a foolish person, and the truth is now out about this, and it's like a shocking revelation. But we're going to keep looking to see. She's also falling out next to this Hierophant energy, which I feel like is some sort of financial institution here. She may have been the person who worked there. She may have been someone who was using your identity or somehow receiving something that is supposed to be yours. 2 more cards came out here. This is definitely going into the last reading that we had. We have the Emperor here. Remember when we spoke in the last reading about an Emperor energy who was working with the Queen of Wands and did not want you to know? Here's your clarification here. This masculine energy who may be somebody's in a position of power, somebody who's able to call the shots or whatever the case may be, working together with this 3 of Pentacles coming out after that. Look at them next to each other, even though they're not a match. This is definitely going into the previous reading here. And with this 3 of Pentacles here, I do believe that they were doing something at work. Now this makes me feel like this Emperor energy could be the CEO of some sort of bank, or maybe just like a bank manager or something like that. But pay attention to how they came out next to each other with the Hierophant on one side and the 3 of Pentacles on the other. This is a shocking something that happened again at work. Look at this. The Tower is being clarified by the 3 of Pentacles. Whatever it was that they were doing at work together here. Judgment is being called on this situation. Let's see, what else do we have here? This is going right into the previous reading. 4 of Pentacles here. This could either be some sort of stability. It could be this Queen of Wands energy here who is very possessive, or this could just be someone holding on to something that was not theirs with this 4 of Pentacles. And that's more of the energy that I'm leaning towards. Based on the scenario of what I'm getting here, I feel like that there is a bank who is under scrutiny, and they're going through some sort of shocking revelation where everything that they worked on together is being stripped away, the entire foundation. And these people, especially this Queen of Wands with it falling right here, she's trying to hold on to something that is not hers. Whatever this is, this belongs to you. Nine of Pentacles, yeah. The 9 of Pentacles is falling on the Fool, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Emperor here. So this definitely talks about someone who's able to enjoy the hard work that they put in. So I do believe that they were able to successfully live off of this, if that makes sense. They were able to reap some sort of rewards, put in some sort of hard work, even though it wasn't necessarily legal here, if you will. And this is what they're trying to hold on to. Knight of Cups, yeah. So this was some sort of offer. With the offer falling over the Ace of Swords, the Tower, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Emperor, this could have been an offer that this Queen of Wands came in and made to this Emperor. Like, hey, if you work with me, you'll be able to get X, Y, and Z. You know, this is something that's going to be very successful. And it could have worked, right? This could have absolutely worked for a time, but it's not looking like it's working anymore, if that makes sense. I'm also getting like there was some sort of like passionate offer with this Knight of Cups. They may have been also involved romantically outside of work as well. There could have been some sort of intimacy here. Look, now this Emperor is stuck in his head about taking this offer. It wasn't a good idea. It feels like she kind of got him like tied in some sort of way, but I'm not saying he's innocent, right? Because clearly if he's an emperor and she's a queen of wands, he's the one who really holds the power. So that means that he would have had to give his power away to her in some form. Star energy here. So this is your energy. You are coming out in this spread finally. This is something with the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom. This, whatever this is what you deserve. This is yours. You worked for this. Or this is something that is supposed to be given to you. It's not supposed to be given to this Queen of Wands energy here. This is a major arcana, but this is someone who's balanced. Somebody who is very like, they trust that the future is going to be bright for them. Do you know what I mean? Like this person is somebody who's very hopeful. They have a bright future. You're more than likely a very positive person, a very happy person. Look at that, Six of Pentacles. This is going to be given to you. This talks about equal give and take. This talks about wealth. This talks about receiving something as well. And this came out right after the star energy here. So this is like sharing. This is some sort of success here, right? Generosity, something may be given to you. Now, the Six of Pentacles is touching the Emperor. He could be the one who's making the decision to give something to you. But I don't feel like this is something that he wanted to do. He may be doing it because of whatever has came out. And I say that because we have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This could also mean that this Emperor is in some sort of regret for working with this Queen of Wands and trusting her with whatever this was, because it didn't work out the way that she planned it. Yeah. This talks about somebody kind of just like wanting to leave the past behind and move forward. It's like the past three readings, they all kind of go hand in hand with each other. I only wanted to get one, but two cards came out. So we have both the Nine of Wands, which is like somebody who has went through a lot. And then we have the Five of Wands in reverse here. It's kind of like the conflict is over with whatever it was that was going on. But let's start here with this Nine of Wands energy. This is someone who has willpower, but it can also be someone who was trying to block someone else, if that makes sense. This can also be someone who has spiritual protection and spiritual strength here. So again, I feel like this energy is yours. And then what came out after that is a Five of Wands in reverse, right? This is some sort of like disagreements, obstacles, conflict that people were causing, some sort of like struggle play here. But Spirit is saying that that is ending. Bottom of the deck, we have the Magician here. And then we have the Five of Swords. So somebody was definitely, they wanted to win at all costs by manipulating something here. This can be spiritually with this Magician card here. It can be physically, you know, doing different things, using different tools, trying to do whatever it takes here. And then we have this King of Wands energy, which is probably more than likely someone of your past who planned carefully to do this and made the decision to do this. Also in the previous reading, if you go back and look, we verified that the King of Wands was the Fool card, which also came out here. So, I think I'm going to leave this one here. It's kind of crazy how this is all coming out little by little, but I do think that this is referring to some sort of like financial institution, if you will. There may have been, or there may be like a raid or something happening here. There could be like a fear of some sort of like job disruption, emotional stress here, people being watched, right, due to like past associations with the Emperor and the Queen of Wands here. Definitely some sort of like questionable financial practices at work, right? Offshore arrangements like we talked about, things of that nature. Like there's some sort of possibly like a professional consequences, you know, that may be surfacing that have to do with these co-workers who work together here. Overall, it's just like a huge energetic imbalance that's happening here. And it feels like you may have been targeted in some way that connects to this. But with the Tower and the Ace of Swords, and it's starting off with judgment first, that tells us that these people or this institution and the employees, the people that are involved, it's undergoing some sort of accountability and kind of like restructuring, if you will, right? So anyways, all right, you guys stay tuned for more.